All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, however you might be listening to this, however you might be tuning in. If you're watching this live or recording, that's great. My name is Carlos Gonzales. This is training designed to help all of us navigate in the new world, the new economy, the new Enagic, and to gain access to some of the new, everything from spiritual modalities to AI technology. Ooh, that's what I forgot to put on a slide right now. From Chat GPT, how to use that. And this will be ongoing and evolving because I'm in 2 different programs right now. I'm part of the Blueprint Diamond Life program, which is it's basically how to take your income from $30,000 to $40,000 a month to $80,000 to $120,000 a month. How to scale and automate your life and your business. So it's very intense. It's several hours a day, 4 to 6 days a week. And then I'm also part of, and many people on this call are part of or about to be part of Online Empires, which is an affiliate marketing program specific for Enagic, how to learn how to automate and make your Enagic business digital, and how to correctly market online through digital funnels and running ads. And even if you're not ready to do that, I'm going to highly recommend today that you at least take advantage of the first week, get involved in the community of people out there that are absolutely crushing it online. And there's no, we'll get to that, but there's no obligation there. And then even if you aren't like jiving with Online Empires, don't worry. The Diamond Life program has an automated sales funnel that'll be coming out in April-ish that will be like 5G baked. So, and then even in our organization, Kong Joe and Amir Norpour, with the help of JV Pacifico, have coming. As a matter of fact, we're in the beta test right now for our own sales funnel. But what that does not have is community. And so we'll get into that a little more. I don't want to go too far because this is a very broad and roomy conversation to have today. So I want to kind of go, I'm going to switch to my slides. I'm going to try and stay on track, and I'm going to open up to questions because I really want to help you today take action to produce income for yourself in your Enagic business. What do I need to do today? It's a Monday. It's a new year. So happy new year to everybody. Thank you so much. I don't have anybody muted. I'm not worried about it. Feel free to speak up. You know me, I will not lose my spot. But I'm just going to go through a few slides, and then that'll lead me into some better direction here. Because I could just talk about this because I'm about 90 plus days into all this training and development. I'm back in the social media world, and I'm studying and following a whole lot of people. So the very first thing to know is you guys are part of what I'm calling W.F.A.M, which is Worldwide Freedom Awareness Movement. And the reason why we create a movement is because that gives us insulation from Enagic. So when we're part of an organization or like a movement, then it kind of like gives Enagic the ability to give us a little more leeway when it comes to what we're doing. Because they do, it's just like any company, right? They have compliance, they have specific things that are designed to protect them. So we have specific things designed to protect us and what we're doing and what we're talking about. And it just gives us a little bit more liberty to be transparent with people and not have to feel like we're walking on eggshells, right, with compliance. So that's why we pick a movement. That's why you'll see this. You guys will get invitations to our team page, which will have updates on meetings, information. This is a page we'll build out for anybody in our community that wants to be a part of, any type of Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn marketing. They're welcome to join our our group and get information and receive support and guidance. So that's why you're seeing kind of the rebranding there. So what's the agenda? Okay, so on every Monday, it's just simply about supporting you. You can bring live questions. This is coaching accountability. So if you hop into Online Empire and you have questions, or you're going to do some organic marketing online and you're like, Carlos, where do I start first? Or you're going to reopen your Facebook or Instagram and you want to start doing some things to start building a brand and an audience, what do I do? And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I'm getting weekly ongoing coaching and accountability and training, and I'm just trying to pass that on to you. So that's what Monday's about. This is the number one thing that I could suggest to you or anyone in your organization. I'm going to move my little screen here. I don't want to screw up my control panel here. Let me see if I can slide it. Okay, it won't let me slide. Maybe let me slide it down. This is just for the recording. Okay, cool. Okay, if you would just go write down, you can go there right now. If you have a smartphone, if you're on a computer, or just write it down. Just go to YouTube and put in Balazs W. Cardos and subscribe to his YouTube channel. There is not anything that I could give you as a leader that would be better for your overall personal development and training than you listening to one of these podcasts at least every other day, if not every day. You know, I really would suggest that anybody on this call commits 4 to 6 days, 2 to 4 hours a week to put in specific to growing your Enagic business and relearning your Enagic business and your own personal development and training. That is a reasonable amount of time, especially that 4 hours. 4 hours, 4 days a week is 16 hours. 4 hours, 6 days a week is 24 hours. If you would practice and implement the things that Balazs is talking about, the things that I'm talking about on Monday, for the next 12 to 18 months, you're going to be really good. And you're gonna have a completely different income and a completely different life. But it takes accountability, it takes coaching, and it takes consistency. And it requires you not to operate today based off of who you were yesterday, right? So everybody, including myself, is going to be better as a result of this call if you take some of these suggestions and you do them. The hardest thing, right, any of us will ever do is change. This is an example of what you can subscribe to right now. And I'm going to go ahead and literally, go back. I'm going to literally go in here and edit this for you just because this presentation, I literally started this morning and I had some other stuff and some good calls I needed to get a part of. But if everyone would write down this I'm typing as you can see it, and I'm going to actually do it differently. I'm going to create a text box here. This is live. You guys are seeing me edit live. Here we go. All right. So we're going to do VSL, and you guys can all have these like literally within 24 hours. You can have your own VSL. Work, and it could be your name. It could be anything. But I would encourage .com. Everybody, write this down. If you haven't done it yet, a lot of you I know were planning on doing it over the holidays, didn't get there. I mean, I'm looking right now. I have another computer here. I'm looking to see who has. I know David's in, Mark is in, Natalie, Barry, Tara, myself, Val, Joshua Green, and Alicia and Paul Baker. So that I can just see, but I can see you log in. I can see whether you click into the free week training. I can see how far you've gotten. So like if you're looking for accountability, it's like, don't worry, I get notifications. Like I had 4 notifications this morning for new new leads questionnaires, right? So this is what this is. This is a training and development platform for you to learn how to become an online digital marketer and take advantage of the Enagic program through online digital marketing. And it does a better job than I could do training and developing you. It's not perfect, guys. Nothing's perfect, okay? So if you're looking for perfection, I don't know where that exists in this new world, okay? But if you're looking for really authentic, great people that are crushing it, that are real. A lot of them are Australian, European. I mean, great accents. I mean, phenomenal. Listen, they swear a little bit, okay? You know, those Australians, not all Australians, but many, and many Europeans, it's just a little bit looser tongue. But the platform that'll be coming out through the Diamond Life program in April will have no swears. So if it bothers you, I'm sorry. I understand it bothers me sometimes, but it is what it is. The thing I want you guys to understand here is that this is a business for you. So after the week, if you, or 4 or 5 days, you'll go through an introduction. If you're looking at my screen, I hope everybody can see my screen. Val, can you see my screen? Discovery call. You'll go through the business basics. A lot of this will be repetitive for you if you've been involved with Enagic for a while. And then it'll be coaching. I'll make sure that I let everybody in. Give me just a moment to make sure. Okay, everybody's in. Sweet. And then you'll go through a coaching call. That coaching call will be with me, and it can be with me and Christy, my coach. But ultimately, I can help you at this point. I'm deep enough in and getting enough results where I can be of great value to you. You want to book that coaching call. And then the next step is you opt in for 99 bucks. 99 bucks gets you everything. And it gets you your everything, but you have to buy a domain and you have to create a landing page, but that's very inexpensive and they show you how to do that. But the 99 bucks gets you your link. You can choose what sales funnel you want. You get access from the very beginning, from the business basics. You get access to Online Empire's Facebook page, which is a community of thousands of people in Enagic that are, not all of them are crushing it, but you'll see the ones that are, because not everybody does this. Most people just look at it and go, oh, that's another good idea, but I'm not going to actually put in the 4 hours a day, 4 to 6 days a week, right? I'm actually not going to use my coach. I use Christy, my coach, every day, and I want you guys to use me every day. Like Tara uses me every day. Val uses me every day. I've got Alicia Baker, who's just doing, awesome stuff. And we're going to want to all follow each other and get involved. David uses me almost every day. As I mentioned, Tara does. So, and I know Joshua was using me really consistently at the end of last year before the holidays. So, get in there, because of the matter, VSL, workonlinewithcarlos.com. It only takes you guys 3 referrals. And then your $99 is free because you get paid $29 for every referral. It's not an MLM. It's just a direct sales one line. So you get paid on any direct people you bring in. I don't get paid on any of your people. You get paid on your people. I get paid only on my direct group that comes in directly under me. And, I've got like, I don't know. I think I made about 178 bucks last month. I got about 12 people in there after I paid for myself, and I'm paying for a couple of my new distributors, right? I'm sponsored them into the program. So that's that. Moving right along, and I'm going to open this up to questions. I want to do a little training today about how to use imagination to create what we now want. Oh boy, let's just jump right into this. Okay, so here's the thing. There is pretty good evidence. There is a lot of information coming out that this is a digital simulation. So this is not the original experience. That, if you follow any of the geniuses when it comes to mathematics or digital or deliberate creation, that we literally, and I've known this for a long time, but I didn't understand it at the level and the value that I understand it now. I've been in personal development off and on for the last decade. I've used this to great success, and I've also used this to miscreating. And so how to use my imagination to create what I want now. So, and I can give very specifics on these, but we need to create something called a positive mindset feedback loop every day. None of us wake up every morning completely happy, joyous, and free. None of us wake up every morning completely fearless, right? None of us wake up every morning completely free on every morning. So for me, I need help. And so I start my day every day with the spiritual readings, the text in the scriptures of my choice. It might be a spiritual book I'm reading. I can give you some great suggestions. And then I read my gratitude list. If you don't have one, make one. Mine's about 2 pages long, and it's what I'm grateful for right now. Everything in my life right now, including my health, my body's ability to heal and fight any illness and cure any disease. I'm grateful for everything in my life today, and I read that every day. What it does is it raises your frequency, and it starts to create a positive mindset feedback loop. The next thing that I do is I read like my ideal mate description, and I read my goals. I didn't put goals in there. And then I immediately jump into breath work. So, at least 22 to 25 times while visualizing. If you do not have a new vision board, I think I misspelled vision, sorry. A new vision board or dream board that you're thinking about, and if you don't have a daily income goal that you're thinking about while you're doing your breath work, you are not using your imagination to create the life that you want. It's just the reality, okay? It's not my formula. This is just proven scientific, and it creates a positive mindset feedback loop. My goal is $2,739 a day in commission. It's actually a goal I've been hitting quite consistently. That was not an income goal that I set for myself. That was set by my coach based off my rank and my goals and the time that I was willing to put into my Enagic business. If you guys would like me to help you set your income goal, I would love to do that for you. It was really powerful when that income goal was set for me, because I didn't do it, right? It was done. And what happened was I believed it. I believed it because I don't know, there's something powerful about that. And it even says that on my goal sheet, that I'm achieving my daily income goal set for me. I think I got to be, I think someone's having a conniption. Let me mute whoever.
That's Ken's phone.
Good eye. Yeah, could be a dog. He might have been scolding his animal. All right, mute. All right, I muted everybody except for Craig. There we go. So positive mindset feedback loop, it's really powerful. And I'm going to give you some tools on that too in just a second. And then brush your teeth with the opposite hand. Give it a try. Blows my mind how this works. It takes practice, but what you'll start to realize is how many things you do subconsciously and how many things we do that we're not consciously aware of, that we're unconscious and asleep to. And when we do that, there's no room for us to recreate our lives from who we are now, because we're operating off of memory, not actual focused, concentrated, deliberate creation. So try that. What I'll do is I'll use my right hand because I want to get them really good. And then I'll do them the second time. I do them, at the same sitting with my left hand, and I'm getting pretty good at it. And it's pretty amazing. And then swish with coconut oil. If you're not swishing with coconut oil, that's just a great health tip. People will not tell you that you can regenerate and rebuild your teeth. They're bone just like your bones. They'll heal themselves, but you've got to support them. And just swishing for about 5 to 8 minutes with an organic coconut oil, really any coconut oil, will completely change the integrity of your teeth. And then using the 2.5 on your teeth before and after you brush, before you do the coconut oil, is incredible.
Hey, Carlos.
And then try this one. Tell yourself that you love yourself while looking in the mirror, in the eyes, like you say, hey, I love you and I accept you. I love you and I appreciate you. I love you and you're achieving your goals. I love you and I accept you. I love you and I appreciate you. Say that to yourself. Try that 22 times, 1 to 2 times a day, and watch what shows up in your experience. Go ahead, Chris.
Yes, so it's interesting. This is day 3 of me brushing left-handed.
And I just came across and I do a very similar thing. But what I found out and why I'm doing it is that when you force yourself to brush left-handed, your brain will create new neural connections.
Exactly.
It's wide open, and it's like, think of a computer, it's empty disk space. And so then you can reprogram what you want on that. So that's why you say you love yourself. I'm going to make this happen. You affirm, and then follow it with 25 breaths. So, and I did it this morning, and I walked away, and I'm like, I love it. This is great.
Yeah, and it
It's
just
awkward,
completely
but
raises your frequency. Yeah,
yep, yep,
and clears your mind, and you're great. It's really great. Thanks for adding that.
yep.
Um, I don't know, for me, it was a decade before I really started being consistent with meditation. It's been now about 5 years where I've been doing a lot of different types of meditations. I really recommend Brian Scott if you're really looking for new wave, new age. This doesn't contradict any religious belief. If you really look and study these guys, they are believers in Christ. They know Jesus, but they also understand that there's technology and understanding and knowledge, ancient knowledge that's available to us now. And Brian Scott's YouTube channel is phenomenal for the personal development in terms of growing our spiritual knowledge and sophistication. So RJ Spinia happened to pop up down there because this is my YouTube. So this is who I listen to. But I'm going to put down Akashic Records. I can spell that. We'll actually do a search here in a second. I'm going to tell everybody, if you listen to this stuff once, it's not going to do anything for you. If you listen to it twice, 3 times, if you are consistent, again, 4 to 6 days a week, doing these types of meditations and trainings, either first thing in the morning or even better, last thing before you retire at night, there will be something that happens that you can't quantify, that you can't explain in the way there's a shift. And so this is like probably the most important thing I do every day is I ask for help and guidance, from all that is and from all spirits and from all ancestors and all future, beings, for help and guidance and direction and healing. And so there's a lot contained within here, but RJ Spinia has 2 books. One is called Supercharged Self-Healing, which I finished last month. And then I have another one I'm almost finished with, which is Change Your Mind. And what I love about RJ Spinia, and he's not related to Brian Scott, but he'll come up in similar searches if you start listening to Brian Scott because of the algorithm. But RJ Spinia is like layman's simplest, like training and teaching for how to reprogram and to, deconstruct your old self and recreate your new self. So he's phenomenal and it's really, really good. So, let's see. Use me. Okay, guys. And this is going out to like specifically, I've talked to Tara about this. Alicia and Paul are great about this. Val's pretty good about this. Josh is pretty good about this. But use me. David's getting better. Christine's done a good job in the past of utilizing me. Use me. I do this every day. I'm available. If you're not closing sales, it's because you're in the way. The simplest thing you can do is set up a private Zoom meeting with me and someone you want to make a difference with. If you're not doing a demo, if you're not showing a demo, if you're not showing a video, if you're not showing the business, if you're not sending the business to people, then you've got no hope. And I don't have any I really want this to land responsibly with what I'm about to say. I am not worried about whether you join me in this journey or not. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about what was, it's about who joins me today. There's so many new exciting people waiting to join you, but you've got to be causing the matter, and you've got to utilize the tools and the people around you that really have a vested interest in you. And I have a vested interest in you, but you've got to be willing to take action, and you've got to be able to follow directions. So one of the things that I'm very good at is I'm very, like Blas even told me, dude, you're a good student. I do everything he tells me to do. You know, I have a sponsor in AA. I do everything they tell me to do. I have Brody Nitro messaged me late last night because it's morning in Australia. And he's like, have you listened to the most recent call on online empires? And he had asked me that last week, and he just was following up to see if I had actually done that. And I said, I hadn't yet. It's on my list. I'm going to do that today. I've got it set in my calendar for 4 p.m. today. But I'm going to do it because he asked me to, right? Because I'm going to remain forever coachable and teachable. And I'm going to let these guys, I mean, Brody crushes it. He's $1 million a year earner. You know, he doesn't have to do that. I'm not part of his organization. You know what I mean? So when I tell you to get into VSL, workonlinewithcarlos.com, do it. When I say listen to Blas, do it. When I say go in there and start listening to some Brian Scott in the evening, do it. And then let's have conversations about that, because that's what I really care about. Like the conversations that are going to matter in the end are these spiritual conversations. The conversations that are going to really make a difference with you is new spiritual knowledge and growth, because that's going to allow you to raise your frequency and really have a different experience with your income and your business. Every Thursday at 10 a.m. and there'll be a flyer coming out today. That's Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. Mountain. That's 12 noon Central, and that's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a live webinar, and it will not be the presentation that you've seen before. It'll be a blended presentation of not only the online opportunity, but the product and the benefits and the business plan all within an hour. And that will be recorded, like this meeting's being recorded. Then there'll be another one at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. And that'll also be recorded. These, we have several distributors right now. Tara, myself, that are running ads for this. So we'll be driving traffic to these webinars. And that's why you want to get involved with online empires and learn pixels and ads and AdSense and how to brand yourself, and how you can utilize what's being set up in place, how you can utilize our Facebook groups, online empires, everything, to be able to automate and drive traffic. Eventually, these webinars will be part of a web page that'll be part of an automated, like they won't always be live, but probably for the next year, 10 months to 14 months, these will be live. So, and if I'm out of town or traveling, you know, there might be a Thursday that we just run recordings, but the recordings will be good. So keep a lookout for that flyer, keep a lookout for the invitation and the new link. And I'm going to open it up for questions. That's what I got. Thank you, all 15 of you that are on this call. Very cool. If you need to ask a question, you will need to unmute yourself.
So the VSL, that's the same as www, right?
Well, it would be, but the www is for a landing page. So VSL is something you'll get automatically if you buy a domain through like GoDaddy or someone. And the VSL, it allows you to link right to your own sales funnel through online empires. And then what the www you'll use for is when you have a landing page before it links you to your sales funnel that's more personalized and congruent for you. I haven't gotten mine finished yet, but I will have.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. And don't worry, guys, if you don't understand some of this language or some of this terminology. It was like, you know, it was Spanish to me, you know, 4 months ago, but we're going to keep speaking the language. And as you continue to, you know, go through the program yourself, you'll have understanding of what we're talking about.
Okay. And also I've got a new URL. how many of us here utilize the Enagic web services or the Enagic web page?
You mean you're talking about your EWS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an EWS.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, I keep that because it's easy for me to send people there to purchase machines or to review machines. And then the other thing too, and you guys are welcome to do this, I would encourage you guys too to go to my YouTube channel. I have Ukon videos, so I'll include that next week in the presentation, but it's just delicate living water on YouTube. And it's got my 10-minute demo. It's got my 31-minute demo. It's got the business plan. It's got all done by me. It's got Ukon training. It's got, I mean, Val could tell you, he's seen them all. I don't even know what it has. It has cellular voltage. It has like 10 shorts that are like 2 to 3 minutes long, just pH, just ORP, just cellular voltage, just so if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll always get new stuff. And then if we're not friends on Facebook and especially on Instagram, you can find me carlos.w.gonzales. That's my new page. You can also find delicate_living_water. Those are newer pages on Facebook and Instagram. And then my personal page on Instagram is just, or on Facebook is just Carlos Gonzales. But I think I'm friends with all of you on Facebook for the most part. So
what's your Instagram handle?
It's at carlos.w.gonzales. I'm pretty sure. I've changed it. I've got a couple. I've got like Get Healthy online with Carlos, but I'm just doing I've got a few pages going, but my primary is my brand, which is my name. Cool. Well, we're approaching 20 minutes till, so we've got about another 6 minutes. Would anyone like to ask any questions, concerns, comments? If you guys want specifics about how to create your vision board, I mean, I think everybody's done that, but if you haven't done a new one, do it. I was so grateful. I'm so grateful to get rid of my old presentations, my old dreams, my old desires, I was just so grateful to recreate like new stuff. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is powerful. Like I didn't realize how I had to get rid of the old to create the new, so awesome. Well, great. Anyone else want to add anything? That's okay if you don't, but if you're here and you want to say something, we're here. Reach out to me directly. I think everybody's got my phone number, my email. Again, Delicate Living Water on YouTube, Blas W. Cardos on YouTube, Brian Scott on YouTube, and on Instagram, hit me up. Find me on Instagram. If you're looking for me on Instagram, you can't find me, hit me up. I'll send you my handle. Next week, I'll have those things included in my slides.
Yeah, if you have Spotify, look up the Diamond Life Mentor.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah, the name didn't come up, then I just stumbled across the Diamond Life. So the Diamond Life, that's how you find it.
Sweet. Yeah. Spotify, any podcast, for sure. What am I trying to say? Any podcast platform will have it. Start with one and then do the current one. That's what I do. When I started with his first episode, and then at the time it was like number 40, and then I did number 2, and then when 41 came out, I listened to that. And so like I need to listen to 46. That was this week's, and I think I'm on number 15. So I might do like 2 a week. I'm not doing it every day because I've got a lot going on, but. And then in terms of your traditional business, nobody here is telling you not to go share water. Nobody here is telling you not to go do a demo. Nobody here is telling you not to pick up the phone. And like I told you, if the live webinar on Thursday doesn't work for your people, I am willing to do for any of you a private live webinar with anybody that you want to introduce to the business, the product in the business, or just the product. I'm not attached to anything. I think I did something crazy like 19 retail sales, last month. And I think, 80% of those people were just retail customers, a couple new distributors. And if you knew the math on that, that's like 40 grand. I consistently do between $10,000 and $15,000 a week in Enagic consistently. Bad week is 7 or 8 grand. So the money's here to be had. And most of that, guys, is just 8-point sales. That's not including my bonus. That's not including my 6823 stuff. That's not including all the other ways we get paid in Enagic. That's just, 1 to 8 points. So this is available for all of you. And if you're not using me to help you close sales and you're not closing sales, then use me to help you close sales. Don't be on an island with this thing. I have no problem. I still help Val close sales. He's almost a 6822. I still help Christine close sales. She's literally almost a 6822. So utilize your group organization. I still use Joe. Joe's listening in on this call. Kongan Joe's here. I still use Joe. I still rely on Joe. Joe will be calling you. Oh, all of you that is on this call that have been with me for a while. Joe requested your contact information. So your upline 6A-4 will be or has already reached out to you. So get back with him. Utilize Joe's amazing energy. And we're going to end on time today. It's 11:44 Mountain Standard Time, 10:44 Pacific. This meeting's recorded. I will do my best to get this recording out to everybody so you can send it to your people as soon as possible. Okay. God bless everyone. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, Carlos.
You bet. Take care. Good to see you, Jen. Thanks for being on.